Thank you to Sam for introducing ECCO, and I too would like to begin by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land I'm presenting on from today, the Woiwurrung people of the Eastern Kulin Nation, and I'd like to pay my respects to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, cultures, connection to country, community, continued resilience, and to elders past, present, and emerging. My name is Penny and I'm a PhD candidate here at Opus, and my PhD is closely interlinked with ECCO. It aims to lay the foundations of culturally secure osteoarthritis research for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. So now that Sam's told you a little bit about the story of how ECCO came to life, I'd like to share with you one of the first steps of our journey in building an ethical and culturally secure stream of Aboriginal health research here at Opus. We set out to embed the principle of cultural security in all ECCO research. This ensures research is conducted in a manner respectful of Aboriginal cultural values and beliefs. The NHMRC Guide for Ethical Conduct in Aboriginal Health Research sets out that research should be underpinned by Aboriginal cultural values, as well as having a strong focus on privileging Aboriginal voices, Aboriginal ways of knowing, and building collaborative research partnerships and community engagement. So what exactly is community engagement and why is it important? Community engagement is a process of engaging potential research participants and communities in a meaningful participatory process that involves them in an early and sustained manner in all phases of your research. In Aboriginal health research, community engagement further aims to protect and empower participating individuals and communities. One approach used to embed the key elements of community engagement in Aboriginal health research is to engage a community reference group to provide oversight and cultural guidance to research projects. Community reference groups formalise the academic community partnership by providing a mechanism which emphasises information sharing, power sharing, mutual respect and reciprocity between community members and the researchers. Despite being endorsed by policies and peak national research bodies in Australia, there's a lack of practical guidance for researchers on how to engage Aboriginal people and communities in this process. Further to that, and unlike our partners in WA who have ongoing established partnerships with Aboriginal health services, we knew that our community engagement strategy needed to be built from the ground up. Therefore, we decided to take the process one step back to let Aboriginal health stakeholders and community guide how we would design a community reference group for ECCO. We therefore designed a study which explored how we should establish a community reference group and terms of reference. We received funding from St Vincent's Health Australia, which also allowed us to employ Aboriginal health research assistants Naz and Ryan, who've both been integral in relationship building, recruitment, and the operation of this project. So this was a two-phase qualitative study. In phase one, we conducted semi-structured research yarns to explore Aboriginal health stakeholder perspectives on establishing a community reference group and terms of reference. Research yarns were conducted collaboratively by Naz and myself, which was an important capacity building exercise. Working alongside Naz meant she was able to provide cultural guidance on research activities and connection to members of the local Aboriginal community. We assisted Naz to develop her research skills, especially in qualitative data collection. 13 Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people participated in phase one, and participants represented diverse professional backgrounds, including physiotherapy, nursing, general practice, health services management, hospital liaison, cultural safety education, health research, and the arts. We then analysed the transcripts from phase one to inform the development of a draft terms of reference document. In phase two, we also used the findings of phase one to invite 6 Aboriginal people to become members of the ECCO Community Reference Group. 4 out of the 6 invited members were participants who had also participated in research yarns. And so at this point in the study, we recognised that the process of conducting research yarns, although quite time consuming, was an important relationship building process in and of itself. So our established community reference group looked a little like this. We had a range of expertise represented in the group, which included both male and female consumer voices. And we also recognise the diverse lived and professional experience of each of the members and what they brought to the table. So each person here represented may wear more than one hat in their role in the community reference group. We then took the draft terms of reference developed in phase 1 and conducted a culturally adapted consensus focus group in the first meeting of the reference group. And this process was to ratify the terms of reference and involved reading the terms of reference aloud, section by section, and allowing members to voice their concerns or suggestions for changes to the document. Through this process, the group made changes to 7 domains of the terms of reference. However, these were relatively minor changes, which we believe was due to having developed the terms of reference with Aboriginal health stakeholder input in the first place. So now we have a Victorian Aboriginal community reference group to provide research steering to ECCO projects on the Victorian side of things. And we join this group with the WA Community Reference Group and also the Consumer and Community Involvement Program at OPIS. And we embed this into the overall structure, which further strengthens our commitment to community engagement at all levels of research. And lastly, through conducting this study, we were also able to develop a framework for establishing a community reference group in Aboriginal health research. We hope that this will help guide researchers who are hoping to address Aboriginal healthcare gaps, and it may be particularly useful for those research groups who are starting out, like OPIS, with no Aboriginal health research experience and who are looking to build their community engagement strategies from the ground up. And we are working on a publication based around this framework as we speak. So thank you very much to everyone, especially the ECCO Community Reference Group members and to the participants of this study. Thank you.